Hello, psychology students. This is the work for Unit 1, well, Quarter 2, Unit 1, Week 2. So, of course, we start off in the update section, but I wanted to call your attention to something. The internet's being kind of funky today. So you can see down here, right? There's supposed to be a video here, but there's no video there. So if that ever happens to you, the best thing to do would be not to just, look at this and just cry or panic, or cry and then panic, or panic and then cry. The best thing to do would be to go to another type of browser. Like if you're in Firefox, go to Chrome, or if you're in Chrome, go to Internet Explorer, or whatever the case is. And then, try and load it up again. Now, I don't need to do that for today because, we're just going on to materials anyway, but that's a good strategy to learn. Just, I give that advice a lot, so I thought I would let you know that. Okay, so we're going in quarter 2, right? Because it's quarter 2. We're in the second week of our memory unit, so we're going to click on memory. Then what we're going to do is, I have alerts popping up all over the place. We're going to go past week 1, because you've done all this before. And now we're on week 2, problems with memory. So last week we talked about how memory works, and this week we're going to talk about, what happens, because there's 3 stages of memory, remember. There's encoding, storage, and retrieval. And at any point in that process, something could disrupt the memory so that, you can't remember it accurately. So what we've put together is, I've gone over the entire PowerPoint here and talked it through. So that's what the video is about. If you were looking for the PowerPoint slides themselves, they're right here, so you can take a look at the PowerPoint slides. The good part about the video is that you can pause, take your notes, play it again, pause, take your notes. You see what I mean? The webinar that we did today, we talked about whether or not eyewitness testimony is reliable. So we watched this video, we had a great discussion about whether or not it is or isn't reliable. And so here's the webinar link right there, so you can watch the webinar. And this is the video that we watched in the webinar and kind of talked about. And so you have 3 things to do this week. 1 is post in our discussion for memory loss. Remember, use your memory here. Don't let any interference mess with this memory. When you go into a discussion, you want to not just post for your own answer to the question, you also want to post to other students' examples. Last week was awesome. We had lots of great discussions, lots of people got proficient, and that's what I want to see. We want to try and extend the topic for the week, not just during the webinar time, but throughout the week. So, the one way to do this is through the discussion. So, when you click into a discussion, don't just post your own response, but wait till some other people post responses, and then go back and reply to this person, right? So Natalie's already in there twice, Sam's in there once, Glory's in there once, Ashley's in there once. That's great to see. Okay, so for proficient, post to other people's as well. Okie dokie. Yes, Mr. Brysh. Okay, sweet. The other thing we have to do for the week is a memorization technique. So in this assignment, you're going to choose a technique from a list of techniques. You're going to test it out. You're going to see how well it works. Each of these techniques here are relatively famous. So what you want to do is you want to watch the technique in action, and then you want to try it out for a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 days. And then you want to write a little paragraph about, does it work? Does it not work? Why not? What parts of memory does it help with? What parts is it maybe not so helpful with? That sort of thing. All right. So I'm looking for an evaluation. So not just a description of what it is, but whether it works or not, and most importantly, why. So use what you know about memory to explain why it works or why it doesn't work. Okay, and then we have this assignment: living with dementia or Alzheimer's. One of the things we talked about in the PowerPoint and in the lesson for the week was about what dementia and Alzheimer's is. So watch the videos first, right, so that you'll know. You can do any of your own research you want about dementia or Alzheimer's. You can use personal examples if you would like, from your own family or whatever. If this was me, I have a bunch of stories about my grandma who had dementia, and what it was like for both her kids and then her grandkids, because I was her grandkid. There's some famous songs, right? Here's a song from the Dixie Chicks or an excerpt from a song from the Dixie Chicks. So you can go out and find research about this in a variety of ways. And then what I want for your product for this is something creative, you know? Do a short story, do a PowerPoint, do a collage, do a poster, do something that's interesting that, you know, gets across the idea of, you know, what it might be like for the family members of people with dementia or Alzheimer's, or for the actual person who's living with dementia or Alzheimer's. Okay? That is the work for the week. So at the end of this week, you know, we have fall break in between here, so you don't have to work over fall break, or you could get all of this done over fall break and then, you know, have some time off the week after that. But you should know all there is to know about memory, memory formation, how you retrieve it, um, how to memorize things, living with dementia or Alzheimer's, because when we get back next week, we're going to do a test over memory and what you've learned about memory. Okie dokie. So that's what to do for the week. You guys have a great fall break and you know, a nice Halloween and everything. Let me know if I can help you. You know, email me or call me or text me. I might not get back to you like immediately because you know I'm not gonna like sit by my computer and wait for you to message me. But you know I'll be answering you throughout the week. All right. All right, guys. Take care and we'll see you around.